Hey guys, Laura Parrish here. I'm coming to you live from my house in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and it's late Wednesday night. And it's not Thursday yet, but hashtag TNS means Team No Sleep, and that stands for Success Never Sleeps. So anyway, I'm not sure where you're watching this from. If you're in a different country or where you're at, it might be a different day, right? But I just got off an amazing team call, and as usual, I had some just phenomenal information that I would love to share with you, that's just full of value that hopefully will help you in your personal life and in your business. And what I talked about tonight was perseverance through the face of adversity and total immersion. And you might be like, what does all that mean, right? Well, perseverance really is, like I said, in the face of adversity, it's persevering through something, staying on course, fighting the battle, right? And not giving up, not giving in, not quitting, right? No matter what. And one of the examples I always use with my team thus far is I always think about babies, right? If you see a baby, what are they normally doing? Like a brand new baby, right? They lay around a lot because they can't commute, right? They can't walk like we do. But the thing about babies is they have no fear. And what do? They see us and they see us moving around and they start to think, hey, those people move around a lot quicker than I can. They can get from here to here quicker than I can. So eventually, what do? They start to learn how to roll over. And then once they get on their tummies, they can start to push up with their hands and their knees. And then they rock a little bit. And eventually, they'll grab up and grab like a coffee table or a sofa or whatever and pull themselves up. And then once they get stable and up, they learn how to cruise around, which is basically walking with holding on to things, right? And then they can walk, and they're wobbly at first, but then they start to walk a little bit faster. And then they're like speed walking, and you can barely keep up with them. And before you know it, they're outrunning you, and you're asking yourself, they couldn't like even move not long ago, right? And now they're outrunning me. And this is a perfect example of perseverance, right? And I tell my team this, and it's funny because I swear they'll never look at a baby the same again, because I know when they look at babies now, they think about the example that I just gave, because I say, imagine if we all decided to give up as babies. If we all said, you know what, it's too hard to learn how to walk. It's too hard to learn how to pull myself up. It's too hard to learn how to cruise and to walk on my own and to learn how to run, and we all just quit. If we all just quit, we'd all be just around on the floor crawling in life, right? So that's kind of a funny way to think about it. But on a more recent note, what I shared tonight, many of you may know that my mom has been ill. She's been in the hospital, and she was released just a few days ago. But she is on dialysis now, and that's a whole new lifestyle for her, right? And the thing is, it's a choice of perseverance, right? Because if any of you know anything about dialysis or have a friend or a family member who's been through it or been through it yourself, it's not a fun thing, right? It's like uncomfortable. It can take 4 to 6 hours, where you literally sit there and wait for them to, drain all your blood, clean it of toxins, and put it back in your body. You're very weak. It's uncomfortable. But it takes all of you, and you have to be completely immersed in that, right? It's not something where you can say, well, I don't like dialysis so much, so I'm only going to do it once every 2 weeks instead of 3 times a week, which is, what she has to do it. It just doesn't work that way. You're either all in or you're all out, right? Like there's no half-assing it. There is no dipping your toe in to check the water, decide if you like it or not, right? Literally, the options were from her doctors: either you take dialysis or you have 3 to 4 weeks to live, right? So she made a choice. I want to take dialysis. Good choice, mom, right? But you can't just say, I'm going to do this and then half-ass it, right? You can't not be totally immersed in it. You have to do it. And even when it sucks, you still do it, right? And even though the roller coaster goes up and down, and sometimes you're strong and sometimes you're weak, you never quit. You never give in. You never give up, because at the end of that, right, it leads to what you want, which is to be able to live still, right? And what I ask you to think about, what I implore you to think about is, what are you doing in your business? Sometimes people, join things because right now you might have a job and you may not like your hours, you may not like your boss, you may not like the way that you're constricted, and you can't take time off when you want to take time off. You can't live the way you want to live. You can't, do anything that you want to do, and you're barely paying the bills, or not paying the bills if your job doesn't meet your bills. and you want something different for your life. You believe that there's something better out there. And so you make the decision, okay, so I can stay here and do this, or I can make a change and make a different decision, right? So you make a different decision, decide to join internet marketing, and then you're like, well, I'll see how it works. So you dip your toe in. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but I'll be the first person to tell you that it will not work if you just dip your toe in. You've got to completely immerse yourself in a business. That's what a business is, right? Like, you can't just say, well, I'll try it and see how it goes. You're either in or you're out, right? You're all about it. You're completely immersed in it, because your business will not work for you if you do not work for it, or you're out. There is no half-assing it, right? You just got to do the damn thing. That was like the saying on my team call tonight, was just do the damn thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's the alternative? If you decide, well, this is too hard, like, I don't want to have to be responsible for, marketing and doing this and doing that. What's the alternative? The alternative is to go back to where you started from, the other option, which is the job that you hate, right? Or whatever the case may be, living a way you don't want. And so what do? Do you do that? Do you go back to that and then just say, well, that's just the way it's got to be for the rest of my life? No, you just do the damn thing, right? You persevere and you ride the roller coaster ups and downs, because there'll be great times and there'll be times that aren't so great. It's just like life, right? But you never give up and you never give in. I say this to my team a lot too. You're either facing one way or the other in life, right? You're either facing towards success or you're facing away from it. And every day when you get out of bed, you have a choice. Many of you may or may not know, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for just over 4 years now, but it's the same for me. And I talk about this with my sobriety. Every morning when I get out of bed, I have a choice. I am either facing towards a drink or I'm facing away from a drink, but I'm never in the middle, because if I'm in the middle, I'm in trouble, right? So in your business, remember that when you get up. Either you get up and you say, today I'm going to be successful. And if you don't say, today I'm going to be successful, if you don't say, today is going to be a fantastic day, if you don't have that mindset and that attitude, then you're already in that middle road of facing the wrong way, right? So perseverance in the face of adversity, because there are people out there that are going through so much worse things that they're doing the damn thing, right? They're all in, because the alternative is living a way they don't want to live, or like in the case of my mom, it's like, you do the damn thing or you die, right? And they're doing it and they're not going to quit. The ups and downs, they do it, right? Because it's do or die. And the baby example, it's like, if they didn't do the thing, right, we'd all still be crawling, because we wouldn't have done it, right? So think about that the next time you see babies, and immerse yourself completely in whatever you do. Have a passion for what you do, love it, and it will completely transform your life, right? So anyway, thanks for joining me tonight, allowing me to come into your head, to your hearts, to your homes. If you're interested in checking out my blog, you can go to www.lauraparish.com. You can follow me here on Facebook on my personal account, or you can follow me on my fan page at facebook.com/1TNS.mastermind. And if you're interested in doing for a living what I do, you can go to www.crossthestart.com to learn more information. And I must put the income disclaimer out there, because I've talked about lifestyle, and I'm sure you see I've got checks behind me with dollar signs on them. So to see the average earnings of an Empower Network affiliate, you can go to www.myincomeDisclosure.com, because results vary and my results are extraordinary, and they're extraordinary because I choose to be extraordinary. I commit to it every single day when I get out of bed, right? Because who wants to be average? So anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.